Just 1 second here. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So hello, everybody. My name is Emilio. I'm from H3Dynamics in Brazil. My pitch is the Remote Telerobotics Network for Emergency Dam Action Plan for Visual Inspection and Live Incident Emergency. So last year's near 300 people died in mining tailing dam collapse. One of them caused the greatest environmental impact in Brazilian history. And today we have several high risk and critical dams in Brazil. And after dam disasters, alert siren sales increased 300% in Brazil. And the market is now looking for redundancies or alternatives for the sirens because they can fail and failed in the past. Well, having Brazilian co-founders at H3Dynamics with long history of expertise on dam projects, we propose first preventative inspection with our telerobotics infrastructure. So drone in a box connected to the cloud for data analytics with AI support to generate inspection reports after validation from engineers working at the office or at home, just like now. Dams can be inspected more frequently with more updated information for decision making. Also, the National Mining Agency resolution in Brazil says that mining dam with high associated potential damage must implement automated instrumentation, monitoring system, and automated warning systems until the end of this year. So it means that our telerobotics infrastructure can be connected to a hub software that monitors dams through instrumentation and launches the drone automatically for a sequence of actions for fast response, like checking the dam, then alert the population within a minute with a loudspeaker in their respective risk zones. And then after that, missions of search and rescue. So everything happening during the first 30 minutes, so can save many lives. From near 5,000 dams that are subject to the National Dam Safety Plan, almost half belong to 8 companies from mining sector, and some of them are in touch with us at the moment, as well as the hydropower sector. The revenue forecast, we consider 20% market share in 2025, and this forecast can be extended to the global dam market after we deploy here in Brazil. And also we are having demand for other applications here in Brazil for asset monitoring and crisis management. So it's a huge global market. So we can also explore this market. So, well, thank you very much for the opportunity to present to you. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks. Right in time.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the presentation. I'm curious about how scalable your process and sales is.
Okay. Usually huge infrastructures or remote infrastructures, they have some challenges because of they are remote. They have sometimes inspections dangerous. So to give scalability, we developed the drone in a box to collect the data automatically, okay, communicating with central monitoring through 4G or satellite. And the other side, we had a challenge, that is we would collect so much data. So to solve this, we are applying the AI to help the workflow to make the data analytics, as well as help the engineers to analyze the data. So today we are doing this with a lot of success for building inspections to collect data with normal drones, okay, not in the box, but the AI is helping. But for huge infrastructure, so we have a challenge to make inspections, in the case also fast response incidents, very fast. So we have a drone inside a box monitored from a central command. And so within a minute, we can launch the drone for fast response or for routine visual inspections. So basically we have two challenges. There's mainly communication, and also in some countries drone regulation for some operations, because it's so far away from the drone pilot. But it's happening all around the world, starting the process. And in Brazil, for some projects, we can achieve the BVLOS, that is the beyond visual line of sight operation. So in some situations, we can apply the market, the regulation, and some of them we need to pass through the aviation agency to get the approval, okay? So the main challenge, like today and yesterday, I had two demands here in Brazil for around 300 kilometers to make inspections and monitoring of railways and also power lines. So this is the most challenging for drones all around the world, but we have a lot of demands. And for fast response emergency, we don't need such approval. It's kind of automatically approved for BVL operation during emergencies. Okay.
This is Aniko from Untitled Ventures. Just on the telecommunication side, I assume these mines are in relatively remote areas, so you may not have the usual mobile networks, but you rely on satellite communications. And I would assume a lot of it is uplink info, not downlink, so the traditional satellites may not be able to handle it. What percentage of your cost structure is actually linked to telecommunications?
Well, usually, one thing that will solve is the next generation of communication, the 5G. So we are getting prepared for that. In Singapore, we have our headquarters. We have Singtel. Here in Brazil, we are talking to TIM, and not for satellite, but for 5G, and Vivo, okay? Also, we have some partners that can fill some gaps, like, what's the company here? I forgot the company, it's not here, but it's helping
I saw Thales on it, but they make satellites, yeah, they don't.
Yes, Thales actually,
them.
our relationship with them is regarding to protect airports, so they can detect the drone, and then our drone box releases the drone to attack the drone that is invading, okay? But also Thales and NEC, they can compress the data, and so it enables to send the data through satellite or 4G. Okay, so we have some partners to fill some gaps in the infrastructure. So SAP for integration with the industry, Oracle for communication, also live communication for police, for example, or central monitoring center. So we have some partners to fill some gaps, like these ones that are in the slide.
Hi, Emilio. Fredrik here. Thanks for the presentation. The question is, I've seen a lot of presentations now on different types of surveillance with drones. What would you say is your competitive advantage? Okay,
we decided not to develop our own drones. Okay, we focus on the shelter, and so we can use the best drones available with a lot of sensors options. We also have, but not for now, we are a manufacturer and developer of hydrogen fuel cells. So we can have a drone with multi-rotor that usually today has 30 to 50 minutes. So we have a hydrogen fuel cell drone with 30.5 hours of endurance. So that can be implemented on such a platform. Not for now, but in the near future. So this is one advantage for the future, that we have a long endurance drone. We are also having such partners, Oracle, Schneider, Avaya, Cisco, helping to integrate our solution for different applications. So this is one of our differentiations. Okay.